Do not watch tape 0. Voiceover, slow and cold. They found it inside a locked storage unit. No labels. No dates. Just one sentence scratched into the plastic case. Do not watch tape 0. They didn't listen. And every single one of them is gone. The footage you're about to see is not an urban legend. It's not an internet creepypasta. It's an artifact. A real VHS tape connected to 5 unsolved disappearances between 1997 and 2001. Police never released the full details. The families refused to talk. And the few seconds that made it to the public were pulled offline in less than 24 hours. What I have now is the full story. The earliest mention of tape 0 comes from February 14, 1997, in a small town in Idaho. A man named Daniel Cole, a 42-year-old electrician, bought a box of old electronics from a closing video rental store. Inside was a plain black VHS tape, no stickers, no spine label, except for a strip of masking tape on the front, where someone had handwritten, "Do not watch tape 0. Daniel told his neighbor, "It's probably just some prank or bad porn." 2 days later, he set up his old Panasonic VCR and pressed play. According to the police report, his wife came home an hour later to find the living room empty, the TV still on, showing nothing but static. Daniel was never found. The only clue was the tape itself, still warm from use, and a smell in the air that one officer described as wet concrete and burnt hair. Over the next 4 years, tape 0 resurfaced 3 more times, always under mysterious circumstances. 1998, Ohio, a college dorm prank ends with 2 students missing after screening the tape at 2:17 a.m. 1999, Nevada, a pawn shop employee watches it alone after closing. Security camera footage shows him freeze mid-step, then vanish frame by frame. 2001, Montana, a teenage girl named Rachel finds it in her mailbox. Her last recorded phone call to a friend contains the words, "It's not a movie, it's a place." The strange part, the tape never seemed to age. No scratches, no wear. And it always appeared where no one should have been able to put it. There's no consistent runtime. Sometimes it plays for 12 minutes. Other times, just under an hour. But the opening is always the same. The screen shows a concrete corridor, lit by a single swinging bulb. No windows. No doors. Just a hallway that stretches forward into pitch-black nothingness. A low humming sound plays, almost like an engine far away, or someone's voice slowed down 100 times. At the 2-minute mark, the camera begins to move, slow, steady, handheld, as if you are walking. Walls get darker. The hum gets louder. And somewhere ahead, you hear faint footsteps. Viewers who've described it say the sound is too close for how far away it looks. At some point, the bulb flickers, and for one single frame, a human shape appears at the very end of the hallway. Tall. Thin. Head tilted. And then, it moves. The people who have watched tape 0, the ones who lived long enough to talk, all describe the same symptoms within 48 hours. Hearing the hum in places where no machines are running. Seeing flickering lights that no one else notices. Feeling like their hallway at home is longer than it used to be. One man from Ohio, the only known survivor, claimed that during sleep he would wake up standing in a hallway that wasn't his. Sometimes it would be damp. Sometimes the light would swing. He destroyed his VCR with a hammer. But 2 weeks later, he was found dead in his apartment, the TV still on, displaying the same endless corridor. The most disturbing case tied to tape 0 happened in November 2001. A group of 4 amateur paranormal investigators, led by a man named Adam Heller, claimed to have tracked the tape to an abandoned house outside of Billings, Montana. They live-streamed their search using early webcam equipment. In the footage, they find the tape in a bedroom drawer. Adam says on camera. Let's see what all the fuss is about. For the first few minutes, it's the usual corridor. But then something changes. Instead of just walking forward, the camera turns left. This part had never been described before. The shot now shows a second hallway, lined with doors, each one slightly open. From inside, whispers spill out, dozens of voices speaking in unison, but too quiet to understand. Adam's breathing becomes ragged. The other three keep asking if he's okay. He doesn't answer. The video glitches heavily, then cuts to black for 11 seconds. When it comes back, the camera is lying on the floor. The hallway is empty, and the hum is louder than ever. The live feed ended abruptly. Police later entered the house. It was empty. No tape, no gear, and no sign that anyone had been there for months. There are dozens of theories about what tape zero actually is. Some believe it's a government experiment in visual frequency manipulation. A way to induce hallucinations and disappearances through the brain's reaction to light and sound patterns. Others say it's cursed media, similar to the Japanese urban legend of Kisaragi Station, except in this case, the viewer's mind becomes trapped inside the tape's location. A few researchers even suggest that tape zero is a recording from another dimension, and that watching it is a form of opening a door. What's strange is that some of the details on the tape, stains on the wall, markings on the floor, have been matched to real, physical locations. But when investigators visit them, the measurements don't match what's shown on screen. It's as if the place stretches when filmed. This is not just superstition. In 2003, a private VHS collector named Mark Linton reportedly obtained tape zero from an anonymous package. He set up two cameras, one recording him watching it, and another filming the TV. On the second camera, at exactly 14 minutes and 32 seconds in, Mark vanishes. One frame, he's there. Next frame, gone. The TV keeps playing for 23 more minutes. No one has seen him since. His recording of the TV was later analyzed by audio experts, who discovered something horrifying. Buried under the hum was a voice, and it was saying his name. If you ever come across an unmarked VHS tape with the words, "Do not watch," tape zero, you have two options. Destroy it immediately, or leave it exactly where you found it, and walk away. Do not try to record it. Do not try to digitize it. And above all, do not press play. Because if you do, the hum will find you. The lights will flicker. And one night, you will wake up, standing in that hallway,